A big AAA John Wick video game could happen, Lionsgate CEO says. This comes straight from GameSpot. A new John Wick video game might be in the works, Lionsgate CEO John Feltheimer said during an earnings call this week that executives at the firm of the studio have been fielding proposals for a new video game based on the Keanu Reeves action series. Quote, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we believe there's a big AAA game to be made out of John Wick, he said. We have been fielding proposals. We certainly are interested in moving that forward. I don't want to say anything more about that at this time. The John Wick series is known for its incredible gunfights and expertly choreographed hand-to-hand combat, so the franchise would seemingly have all the hallmarks of what could make for a fun video game.
Mike Bithell released a John Wick game in 2020 called John Wick Hex. This is a strategy game and a prequel to the John Wick universe in terms of its story. What Feltheimer appears to be talking about sounds like a bigger budget project, and that's exciting to think about. John Wick, the character, has appeared in Fortnite and Payday 2, a VR game called John Wick Chronicles that was released in 2017. That's not Payday 2, that's a separate game. The John Wick series debuted in 2014 and became a quick hit, spawning sequels in 2017 and 2019. A fourth John Wick film, which brings back Reeves again, is due to hit theaters in 2023. There's also a spin-off movie in the works called Ballerina that will star Ana de Armas in the title role. Then there's the TV series, The Continental, which is expected to arrive in 2023 as well.
Dude, this is like a 10-year series.
Yeah, it's becoming one of those hallmark,
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And they've all been pretty good so far.
Yeah, I've liked all the John Wick films.
Yeah.
John Wick Hex got like pretty good. I'll say pretty good. Like it got 6s, 7s, some 8s. I always want to try. It's on PlayStation Plus collection. If you're an extra subscriber, you can go check that out. But Vin, let's get into some of these questions.
Yeah, I have these questions I kind of wrote reading this article to post to you because we don't really have a lot of concrete details of this game besides the Lionsgate CEO saying we're doing it. Like it has a lot of potential. We're doing a game, that sort of thing. And companies are interested, studios. So
I think it'd be interesting to see a studio like, oh my God, who does Hitman? Because I think that would be like right up that alley. But also no, because I feel like Hitman is too methodical. Where like I feel like John Wick is much faster.
Kick down the door and just go. Yeah.
Yeah, kick down the door, go.
I think of Absolver and SIFU.
That's exactly what I thought of.
What studio is that? They did a John Wick skin in SIFU, which is pretty cool. But can you imagine the gunplay of like when he walks around like this, and like he can like I don't know get places, throw stuff. Like I feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna look up the developer because I feel like I'm boofing on that.
The thing like with the John Wick game is you really have to nail allowing the user to feel like they're John Wick. And it's hard to do that in the moment. Like I think John Wick Hex was like a good idea, and that like it works off of like it's a planning stage where like time freezes, and then you're like, okay, you're gonna do this, this, and this, and then you're gonna press play, and then you're gonna see it play out,
which is sick.
Which is really really cool. I like that idea, and I still want to play John Wick Hex. But it's gonna be difficult because like Absolver SIFU, it's fast, it's made, but like then when you add guns and you add like all the mechanics come with that, I'm worried it'll get a little flooded. Like it'll get a little too overwhelming. You're trying to keep track of how many bullets you have,
I think they can do it. So I played like half of SIFU. I really need to go back and do it, but it's so hard taking a break because it's like the skill curve is insane. You have to play it just consistently to be good. But they have a lot of weapons that you pick up and use, and they break after certain hits. And there's little
tick marks.
Yeah, tick marks basically, or like the one-time throwable things, like a brick that breaks,
like
or
a bottle or a brick.
Yeah, and I feel like they can do that with ammo, with like picking people's guns up and being like, 1, 2, your gun's dead. Throw the gun at somebody, grab somebody else's if you knock them out, and then use that because you're gonna want like, if they give you enough guns to go through the whole level, it's not going to be as fun. I think the challenge comes from like his hand-to-hand stuff is super cool too. It's with guns.
It is.
So I think Slow Clap is the studio. That would be the best option that I can think of to make a John Wick game.
I think so too.
Like, oh my God, that sounds incredible. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I think there's like, would you consider no, because Slow Clap isn't the AAA studio. They just partner with AAA or publishers, not studios. But I think I'd rather have them make it than like EA is making a John Wick game. Ubisoft
Ugh.
open world John Wick.
Yeah, no, I don't want any of that. I
Explore the
don't I don't
Continental.
even want a lot of like open world element.
No,
Like I
yeah.
don't need exploration. I don't need
No.
like quests or side quests, things like that. Like
Just drop me in a level, drop me in a high rise,
yeah,
and
make it like a corridor,
yeah.
like corridor fight shooter experience. Like I almost think of like a Hotline Miami sort of thing. Did you ever play
Yeah.
Hotline Miami?
Do you want it to be over the head like that, or do you want to like feel like you're kind
No.
of in it, like a third person?
No, but like that speed that
Yeah.
Hotline Miami like
Right.
allows you to feel like you're going in, you're just
Yeah.
throwing balls to the wall.
100%.
And like give us some like point multipliers and like stuff like
Oh
that. Like
yeah.
make it a little arcadey.
Yeah.
Make it like just arcadey enough to really like incentivize aggressive styles of play.
Yeah. We should change this to why Slow Clap should make a John Wick game. That's what we're changing.
That's
the
a clip
title
title. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just want like drop me in a room, have me enter a door, and then have like Lance Reddick as a narrator says, "John, we've put you in." Like,
Do you know what I'm thinking of too?
What?
The Super Hot Studio.
That would be pretty tight, also, because that has like, yeah, that would be cool. But what else has they done?
I don't know if they've done anything else.
Super Hot Studio is it's just superhotgame.com. Prototype by Superhot. This might be all they've done. They've got to have a studio title, though. Maybe not. No, just join the Superhot community, Superhot team.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that could be cool too. But Slow Clap. And we already kind of said, do you want it to star John Wick? I think yes. He's the recognizable, notable character. It has to be him.
Yeah, you want to play as John Wick.
What are some other mechanics you want to see? We kind of went over that with like the gun and the kung fu stuff. I think it just sounds sick. Yeah. And I think we also talked about what would make it a John Wick game is you have to have cool gunplay and cool hand-to-hand combat play.
Yep.
It can't be just one or the other.
And it has to be like it has to be very meticulous. Like everything has to kind of like fit the style, because John Wick is very like technique heavy. Like he just doesn't punch, he just doesn't sucker punch people. Like everything is like is very martial arts driven. It's very tactile.
Yeah, it'd be so sick. Guys, if you want to know more about the upcoming John Wick game, stay right here at Strictly Casual. And if you want to listen to the entire podcast, you can go to any of your favorite podcast services, type in Checkpoint, Strictly Casual. There's a little blue box that says Checkpoint in yellow. You can click right there. This will be the latest episode, which is 138. And if you want to listen to the entire video podcast, you can go on youtube.com/strictlycasual, become a member there, and watch the entire video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.